Praise be Jesus Christ. Carlo Acutis. He died in 2006. He was 15 years old. He's the Italian computer whiz who, before he died, he researched the Eucharistic miracles of the world and made a website cataloging these Eucharistic miracles. He was a wonderful, saintly boy, and he's going to be beatified in a few days. He's going to be beatified on October 10th, 2020. Now, there's a Eucharistic miracle that people relate to Carlo Acutis because Carlo died on October 12th, 2006. And a few days later, on October 21st, 2006, we have a new Eucharistic miracle event. And that happened in Tixtla, Mexico. And it's a phenomenal story. A religious sister was giving out Holy Communion at communion time. And it says in this book here on the Eucharistic miracles of the world, it says, her eyes filled with tears. This immediately attracted the celebrant's attention. The host she had taken to give communion to a parishioner had begun to ooze a reddish substance. Now, the skeptic will say, well, big deal. It was probably, ketchup or lipstick or maybe maybe she had a paper cut and her own blood got on the Eucharistic host. Well, they studied this phenomena over a few years. And this is what the researchers, the scientific researchers found. 2 studies conducted by eminent forensic experts with different methods have shown that the substance originates from the interior, excluding the hypothesis that someone could have applied it from the outside. And this was a fascinating discovery. This red substance that was oozing from the consecrated host had the properties of a wound. The blood comes from inside the body and spreads out. And there's they include all kinds of graphs and pictures and microscopic pictures to show what is happening with this miraculous host. It goes on to say, the tissue corresponds to heart muscle, which is so consistent in all the Eucharistic miracles we find human heart tissue. It says, no study exists that can maintain cardiac tissue alive in this situation. Normally, after 48 hours, the tissue dies, while here, 3 months had passed before the result could be obtained, and this is truly inexplicable for science. And there's so much more that could be said about this Eucharistic miracle and the many Eucharistic miracles we've seen in recent times. The Lord, I think he's shouting to us in our time, in a time when so many Catholics don't believe that Jesus is truly present in the Holy Eucharist. This is a time of Eucharistic miracles. The Lord desperately wants us to know that he is indeed the bread of life come down from heaven. And the bread that he gives us is his flesh for the life of the world. Viva Christore.